Hey there everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's often surrounded by a lot of myths and misconceptions, the pros and cons of being a truck driver. If you've ever considered hitting the open road for a living, or you're just curious about what life is like behind the wheel of a big rig, this video is for you. We're going to break down the good, the bad, and the unexpected parts of this profession. So buckle up and let's get started. First, let's talk about the pros. One of the biggest advantages of being a truck driver is the freedom it offers. Unlike a typical desk job, truck driving allows you to see different parts of the country. Imagine waking up in a different state every day, seeing beautiful landscapes, and experiencing diverse cultures. If you have a love for travel and adventure, this can be a huge perk. You're not confined to an office or a single location, and that sense of freedom can be incredibly rewarding. Another major pro is job security. There's always a demand for truck drivers. Goods need to be transported, and that means there will always be a need for drivers to move those goods. Even during economic downturns, the trucking industry tends to remain stable because it's such a crucial part of the supply chain. Plus, with the rise of e-commerce, the demand for truck drivers is higher than ever. So, if you're looking for a stable career with good job prospects, trucking is a solid choice. Let's not forget about the earning potential. While it can vary depending on the type of trucking job, experience, and location, many truck drivers earn a decent income. Long-haul truckers, especially, can make a good living, and there are often opportunities for overtime and bonuses. Some companies even offer benefits like health insurance, retirement plans, and paid time off. If you're willing to put in the hours and miles, the financial rewards can be quite appealing. On the flip side, there are some cons to consider. One of the biggest challenges is the time away from home. Truck drivers often spend long periods on the road, which means being away from family and friends. This can be tough, especially if you have young children or other family responsibilities. It's not uncommon for drivers to be away for weeks at a time, and that kind of schedule can put a strain on relationships. It takes a strong support system and good communication to manage the time apart. Another downside is the physical toll it can take on your body. Sitting for long hours, irregular sleep patterns, and limited access to healthy food options can lead to health problems. Many truck drivers struggle with issues like back pain, obesity, and sleep disorders. It's important to make an effort to stay active, eat well, and get enough rest, but that's easier said than done when you're on the road. Some drivers bring portable exercise equipment or find creative ways to stay fit, but it requires discipline and planning. Then there's the isolation. While some people enjoy the solitude of the open road, others find it lonely. Truck driving is a solitary job, and it can be hard not having regular social interactions. Sure, you might chat with people at truck stops or over the radio, but for the most part, you're alone in the cab. If you're someone who thrives on social interaction, this aspect of the job can be a significant downside. However, some drivers find ways to stay connected with loved ones through phone calls and social media, which can help alleviate the loneliness. Safety is another concern. Driving a large truck can be dangerous, and the risk of accidents is always present. Weather conditions, road hazards, and other drivers can create challenging and sometimes hazardous situations. Truck drivers need to be highly alert and skilled at handling their vehicles in all kinds of conditions. It's a job that requires constant vigilance and a strong focus on safety to avoid accidents and injuries. Another con that's worth mentioning is the regulatory burden. Truck drivers have to deal with a lot of rules and regulations, from hours of service limits to weigh station checks and compliance with safety standards. Keeping up with all the paperwork and requirements can be stressful and time-consuming. It's an important part of the job, but it can also be a significant source of frustration for many drivers. Lastly, let's talk about the impact on personal life. The irregular hours and long periods away from home can make it hard to maintain a social life or pursue hobbies. Celebrating holidays, attending family events, or even just having a regular weekend off can be challenging when you're a truck driver. This kind of lifestyle requires a lot of sacrifices and can make it difficult to achieve a work-life balance. So, there you have it, the pros and cons of being a truck driver. It's a job that offers a lot of freedom and financial stability, but it also comes with challenges like time away from home, health concerns, and isolation. It's not a career for everyone, But for those who love the open road and the independence it offers, it can be incredibly rewarding. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think are the biggest pros and cons of being a truck driver? Do you have any personal experiences or stories to share? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the world of trucking and beyond. Thanks for watching, and drive safe out there.